let's say you've got a multi-million-dollar deal, and it all comes down to one single contract. Now, what if somebody changed a single date on that document? That's the world of document forensics, and it's a field that is being completely revolutionized by artificial intelligence. Today, we're going to see how AI is basically becoming the ultimate digital Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, take a close look at this. On the left, you've got an original contract. On the right, a very clever forgery. Just a couple of tiny changes to a date and a dollar amount, and the whole deal is compromised. Now, this isn't some small-time problem. Document fraud costs the global economy trillions of dollars. Spotting these fakes has always been a huge challenge. Well, until now.
So, why has this been such a tough nut to crack for so long?
The bottom line is, the old ways of checking documents just can't keep up with the sophisticated tools people are using to create fakes these days.
In this slide right here, it really lays it all out. On one side, you have the old school manual way. You're relying on human experts, and it can take days, sometimes even weeks. It's slow, it's super easy for mistakes to slip in, and it's just impossible to scale. But then, look at the AI-powered side. We're going from weeks to minutes. The accuracy is incredible, and you have the power to analyze thousands of documents at once. So this huge leap forward ushers in a whole new era for forensic verification, and it's being led by a brand new kind of investigator, the AI detective.
And this is the powerhouse that makes it all happen. This isn't a system that just relies on one trick. It's smart. It combines classic digital forensic techniques with the raw power of machine learning to dig out the truth that's buried deep inside a document's code.
Okay, so how does this thing actually work in the real world? Let's walk through it step by step and follow the digital breadcrumbs together. Everything kicks off with something super simple and secure. A lawyer, a paralegal, an analyst, they just have to drag and drop a suspicious file right into the system. That's it. No complicated setup, you just get right to it. And now the magic happens. The AI just fires up this incredibly deep, multi-layered investigation. And I mean, this is not just some quick surface scan. It's validating the file's integrity, pulling out all that hidden metadata, and then, and this is the cool part, it unleashes its machine learning models to hunt for tiny pixel-level changes and subtle text modifications that a human would almost certainly miss. And then, bam! The verdict comes back and it is crystal clear. The system doesn't just say maybe, it screams tampering detected with a 94% confidence score. And the visual evidence is just, wow. That heat map shows you exactly where the document was messed with, and the report details the specific changes, like modified dates or weird fonts. It's undeniable proof. All right, seeing that result is pretty mind-blowing, right? But look, in a courtroom, a flashy result isn't enough. You have to be able to trust it to know why it's reliable. So let's pop the hood and see what's driving this thing. I mean, this is the first thing any sharp lawyer or judge is going to ask, right? How can you be so absolutely sure about this AI's conclusion? Well, the secret sauce is what's called a multimodal AI engine. See, this system isn't a one-trick pony. It's using computer vision to literally see the changes, it's using natural language processing to understand text alterations, and it's using statistical analysis to spot anything that looks out of place. It's all built on a seriously robust, production-ready microservices architecture that's designed for reliability. But the real game changer here, the thing that makes this so unique, is a technique called property-based testing. Okay, so think of it like this. Instead of just checking the system against a few fakes you already know about, this method automatically generates millions of random, weird variations to try and trick the system. It is a brutal stress test that proves the results aren't just probable, they are mathematically solid. For a courtroom, that's everything. And look, this isn't just talk. This screen right here is the proof in the pudding. The system has hit 100% test coverage. What that means is every single piece of its code has been put through the ringer and validated. That level of technical rigor is what gives its findings real legal weight. You know, for any evidence to hold up in court, the chain of custody has to be absolutely airtight. So the system nails this with forensic-grade security. We're talking cryptographic hashing, end-to-end encryption, and these unchangeable audit trails that log every single thing that happens. So you take all this incredible tech, all this hardcore testing, and this rock-solid security, and what do you get? You get a final verdict that's actually ready to stand up in a court of law. And this is where the rubber meets the road. On the left, you've got the AI's raw output, right? The heat map, the technical details. But then on the right, the system does something brilliant. It translates all that complex data into a formal, professional forensic report. It's designed from the ground up to be admissible as evidence.
And the accuracy, it's just insane. We're talking a 99.4% detection rate. Think about that. That's a level of precision you just can't get with a human eye alone.
But listen, accuracy is only half the battle. The other huge win here is speed. The time it takes to do this analysis gets slashed from days, maybe even weeks, down to just a few minutes. That completely changes the game for legal discovery and corporate investigations.
And this thing wasn't designed to just look at one document at a time. No way. It was built for the massive scale of today's legal world. You can throw hundreds of documents at it at once with batch processing, you can watch the progress in real time, and you can even plug it right into your existing workflows with a full REST API. Right here you can see what that batch processing actually looks like. It's built from the very beginning to swallow entire caseloads, making huge document reviews not just manageable, but actually efficient.
So let's just wrap this up. What we're really looking at here is a fully production-ready solution that's changing everything. You get lightning speed. You get that incredible 99.4% accuracy. You get court-ready, legally sound evidence. And it's all built on this foundation of technical perfection with 100% test coverage. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a total transformation of how legal document analysis gets done. And that really leaves us with one final, pretty heavy question. In a world drowning in digital information, where fakes can be made in seconds, what's the real cost of not being able to prove what's true?